Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
I think in Puskás we have someone who you can call the world's first international sports star. He was a man so prolific that he almost scored for fun. He even has an award named after him for the outstanding goal of that year, scored across world football.
And he was the very epitome of an out-and-out goal scorer. Those that follow England will well recall him as the architect of Hungary's famous 6-3 win against them.
Such a quick-witted player, Peter, as well, who could tie the best defenders in knots.
He's had a shot! Brilliant from Pelé!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Cruyff. And that's been won straight back. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. That is a brilliant interception. Zanetti. Nakata. It's Nakata! Oh, crossbar! And that is expertly dealt with. Look at the space here. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Well read, nice interception. Nakata. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tries to pass it through. Cruyff. Little doubt, that is a foul. Beckenbauer. Botafogo are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And he was alert to it. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Pirlo. Koeman. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Pelé. Now the ball's gone astray. Jordan Henderson. No way through. Bellingham. Botafogo looking to pass their way through. Zanetti. Real chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Cannavaro attempts a clearance.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's a mighty effort against the crossbar. Has another go! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Can he get it through? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Raul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well played right into his path. He's found a way through. That pass has been... Takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He won't be happy with that one. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Cruyff.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, good-looking ball. Nakata, and this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko proves just a little bit too strong. Raul. Jordan Henderson. And here's Shevchenko, and Shevchenko! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And this is Nakata. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Not the most accurate pass. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Botafogo head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, that's a key interception.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
Pirlo, and it's Bellingham. Now it's Pelé. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's picked his way through. Doku puts them all in. So, third corner of the game. And the finish! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Shevchenko shot a goal! And that was probably asking just too much. Roberto Carlos.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
And that is a little undercooked. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Pelé. And he's intervened well there. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Raul. And he's picked it up out wide. He slings it in. And they've got rid. Now it's Puskas.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pass is just off target. Rijkaard. Koeman. And that has left him in a heap. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And that is as far as they're going to go. Bellingham with the foul. That has been slung wide. And he plays one through. And he thumps it clear. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pirlo. Now it's Pele. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Roberto Carlos. It's Pirlo. Raul. Zanetti. Now that's well seen too. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That has ended up in no man's land. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Owen. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Owen! Oh, should have put that away.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
And that has been cleared. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Spread neatly.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And this is the big chance.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Nearly. We are into stoppage time. Raul. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. And this is Griezmann. Played out to the left flank. He's tried one! Oh, crossbar! And that's that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Botafogo certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job.
Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Pelé concedes a free kick for that. Can he get on the end of this? And he tries a shot! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Botafogo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rodri, Beckham, Paraguay looking to pass their way through. Koeman, he steps in, and that's the end of that. Bellingham. Now it's Puskás, now it's Pelé. Pelé! And that has fair fizzed. Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. And they're quick to get it back. Mbappe, out to the right. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Botafogo really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's a sharp little ball here. So Pelé gets through on his own. Good challenge, excellent challenge. De Ligt did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well read, nice interception. Puskás plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Back they go.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Thinks about the shot. And it's played a terrific header. They've done it! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Botafogo claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Pirlo, the regular corner taker. And now they can spring out of defence. Pelé. Not the most accurate pass. De Ligt defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And that's a dangerous ball. He is through here, and the shot! Goal! Botafogo! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Camisa 9.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's Pirlo! It's off target and by quite a way.
Pirlo clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Mbappe, he's picked his way through. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Koeman spots it and intercepts. Now it's Puskas. Nicely aimed pass. He's on it, can he get away? We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Stood up well to him there. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. No, that's been intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Pele, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckenbauer. Koeman. Zanetti. Looking for a runner. Can he latch on to this? That's the keeper's ball. And the first 45 minutes are up. Botafogo come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Botafogo are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Substituição em andamento.
That gets things going for the second half. Well, that looks a decent ball. Roberto Carlos. And he's being shifted off it. Beckham goes short. Played in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Puskas. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Puskas! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, super ball! Pele! Just swings wide.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
It's a good ball out wide. That pass isn't the best. Pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Cruyff. Pele. Great chance! And it's come back out to him. It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Substituição.
Paraguay are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling.
And this is Puskás. Well, now it's a race. Oh, shooting chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And he was quick to react. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to play it through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Neymar. Pirlo. A true great in every sense of the word. And this is Pelé. Paraguay needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. It's not an especially good pass, that. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Neymar does really well to win the ball there. Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Oh no, this does not look good. Can he get it through? Cruyff is in a really good position out wide. And a chance! It's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't? Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, he had a decision to make, Pete.
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, temos o prazer de informar que os programas da partida de hoje estão disponíveis nos balcões ao lado dos portões.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
It's come to nothing.
Giuseppe Bergomi, certainly one of the fiercest opponents I've had the honour of facing.
Well, one of Italy's finest, and surely anyone's fiercest opponent. A master of everything defensive, Jim, and you, as you mentioned, faced him on the international stage.
Yeah, and his quiet and calm demeanour was the perfect disguise for that steely leadership. We knew we were in for a battle against him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That looks a good ball through. Chance here to counter. Puskas. Now it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rui Costa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's found a way through. Look at the space here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. It's a goal kick. And it's Lahm. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Played out to the right. Figo. And it's Lahm. And the pass is intercepted. Rui Costa. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. So it is still 0-0. And it's Lahm. And here's Figo. Rui Costa. Big header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Brazil with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Figo with the short one. And here's Figo. And the keeper beats it away. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. He is through here. And he's there to make the challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now he's off and running. He's got tall. Pirlo, a player of legendary status. This is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Pirlo. Bellingham going about things with real menace. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Figo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lahm unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cross needs to be good. Cleared away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Botafogo ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Vieira. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Hazard. And now the breakaway. Rui Costa. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bergomi calmly anticipates. Tries to play it through. Oh, just skips past his man. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
This is Ronaldo. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee goes for goal! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 22. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
That's the start of another 45 minutes. So neither side has yet broken through. Closing in on goal. Oh, well played, well played. Danger averted for now. Figo gets into some space. And it's Bale. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played into space. Can he get onto this? He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And this is Bale, looking for the run. Lahm is wide and looking to get onto this. Up he goes! There it is!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Teremos uma substituição.
Botafogo choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Botafogo are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Now it's Figo. Bellingham. Spread out to the left. He's dealt with that really well.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let...
And there's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.